has been hailed the queen of the small screen with a television career spanning 21 years, is considered a role model and an icon by many. But this superstar believes it's all in a day's work. On the 10th of June 1970, on a very cold wintry morning at 4:30 a.m., Fish and Margaret Masilo were blessed with a baby girl, making this their third-born child. They named her Constance.
The first time I saw my little girl, she was so cute. She was the cutest of them all. Oh, he immediately say, "Oh, Papa's blondie."
It was a nickname, sort of a nickname, but she was always my papa's baby.
The main thing I remember about Kimberly at that age is that apparently I was very naughty. But as I grew up, I became very shy and reserved. But in Kimberly, I was naughty. My parents say I used to love playing in the streets, and I have vague memories of that. And this I don't remember, but apparently I had a foul mouth.
In 1976, Fish and Margaret Masilo packed up and relocated the family to Botswana, Fish's place of birth. The couple wanted a more secure and stable upbringing for their 5 children. Connie was only 6 years old then.
South Africa na le corrupt maneuver. Sekole no sna future altogether. How to try to run kids by it, but by it work out as a better key. I was 10 years ago.
I was quite young when we moved to Botswana. I mean, I was only 6 years old. So adjusting from the life of legation near Kimberley to the life of a village, because the first time we moved, we lived in a village called Mabuli, you know, where we had to herd cattle and drink milk. I still can't stand milk at this time. I think I've had enough milk to last me a lifetime. So it was a big adjustment for me and my siblings. But eventually we got used to it. I think what we also found strange was the language. The Setswana there was very different from the Setswana that we spoke in Kimberley, and at a young age we spoke Afrikaans as well, because Northern Cape. So not only did we have to adjust in terms of lifestyle, but language as well. And also because, you know, our parents were starting out, you know, we stayed in a one-roomed house, and there were like 2 parents and 5 children. So, but because we were a family filled with love, and, you know, our parents never made us feel like we needed for anything. So we adjusted quite quickly.
Connie was a very, very ngwana o didimetseng thata. O na le shy, e ka re o tshaba batho ha ntse a tla gola. Mme ko sekolong, she was number 1.
a humbled child.
Mme Connie o na thaba thupa mo go maswe. Mme o bona hela gore sengwe sone se teng se botlhokwa.
I went to Bothaga Primary School in Lobatse, and then went on to go to Lobatse Secondary School. My school years were fun. You know, I loved school. I mean, I loved studying. The only memory of school that I remember that it wasn't so nice was that because I was the tallest and skinniest in my class, they called me names. I was called Mosquito. So that memory, it's not very nice, but otherwise, generally, school was fun.
In 1987, Fish encouraged Connie to take part in a local Miss Ellerines contest to boost her confidence.
My parents always believed that I was more than what I gave myself credit for. I actually went on to win Miss Ellerines Lobatse, and subsequent to that, Miss Ellerines Botswana.
This was the beginning of bigger things to come for Connie. She came to represent Botswana in the Southern African Miss Ellerines finals and was crowned first princess.
I couldn't believe it when they called my name. It was such a surreal moment for me, you know, competing in a big competition with experienced people in Johannesburg. I mean, wow, it was like totally a dream come true for me. I won furniture, which I gave to my parents. It literally furnished our whole house. And part of my prize as well was a hair braiding course with Hollywood Hair Studio.
Connie completed her matric in 1988 and came to the City of Lights to claim her prize and pursue a modeling career.
One hand in the air for the big city. Street lights, big dreams, all looking pretty. No place in the world that can compare. Put your lighters in the air, everybody say yeah, 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 yeah.
Johannesburg was very intimidating. I mean, the tall buildings, the bright lights. I had never seen so many lights in my whole entire life. I was so overwhelmed that I didn't think Johannesburg was for me, and I wanted to pack up and go home. But there was this nagging voice inside me that kept on saying, Connie, you came to Johannesburg for a reason. Are you sure that you want to leave without pursuing your dream, of modeling and acting? And, I think that nagging voice is what made me stay eventually.
And so Connie stayed and started working as a model for numerous fashion houses and had prominent acting roles in What If, Lesilo Rula, Matswakabele, Maiti Mogelo, Crime Reporter, On the Right Track, and Soul City 1, 2, and 4. In between acting roles, Connie also found time to do some presenting work for Edu Spectrum, Malomo Radipozzo, Top Score, and Mamepe, amongst others. But it was CCV TV that added a brighter spark to Connie's star.
I've known Connie Ferguson for over a decade ago when I was still the marketing director for then CCTV channel. That's many months ago. And Connie at the time was a very young, vibrant, energetic lady who was a continuity presenter. And she was one of those ladies who graced the first episode of Generations when it was commissioned way back in 1994. And I'm proud to myself that as she graced and moved forward in her career, there's no doubt she'll make a success. And on that note, I'd also like to wish her a happy birthday for her, and I believe this is part of the beginning of her journey to success.
When CCV TV was launched, 8 presenters were chosen out of hundreds to be the faces of the channel. We were called the Super 8. I believe that's when I started getting a lot of media attention. At the time, I was also on Soul City.
1994 was not only a big and historic year for South Africa with the release of Nelson Mandela, but SATV would also never be the same again. Generations hit the screens for the first time in March that same year.
What are you doing?
Have you done cocaine before?
Taking cocaine isn't my idea of fun.
Come on, it's like smoking a joint.
I auditioned for Generations when I was still a presenter on CCV. Very nerve-wracking because, it was the first series to be commissioned for 52 episodes on SABC television. So it was a big deal, big year. So I really wanted that role. So when my agent called me to tell me that they had given me the role of Karabo, obviously I was very excited. And yes, I have been playing Karabo for 16 years.
I am Flavor of the Month.
What's up? I'm Birka will print out all these emails.
Sweetheart, please. Please listen to me.
No. The only talking left for you to do is to tell everyone the wedding's been cancelled.
Generations became a hit with viewers and went on to become a daily soap.
I had no idea that Generations was going to become as big as it is. Working on the show has definitely been a highlight in my career.
I think I'm going to speak on behalf of so many people here at work. They miss your professionalism. I miss your professionalism. We miss your love, your class, your sense of just being there and having your moment and remembering who you are and why you are here.
The one thing that I'll never forget is one day narrator a scene because and then I said, "Hey, Kari." Hey, she laughed, and to see that smile on her face, it was so nice.
Another highlight was being selected to be the spokesperson for Garnier Even Range.
I'm representing the truth about my skin and about a lot of black people's skin.
Connie and I went to Prague to shoot the TV commercial for L'Oreal. She and I flew over and we had a lovely time, and the director we shot with had shot about 150 Garnier commercials that year. and he couldn't stop talking about her, how fabulous she was.
It's every girl's dream to be associated with an international brand, and mine definitely came true when I was named the face of Garnier.
Connie flew to Prague in Europe to film the television commercial for Garnier, Even and Matte, an experience she says still stands out as one of the best in her life.
So when I heard that, yay, you're going to Prague, you're doing the shoot, I went, yes! Because, I wasn't sure, but when I got it eventually, I thought, amen.
Undeniably one of the most beautiful personalities of her time, Connie was voted by Cosmopolitan magazine as one of South Africa's 10 most beautiful women and by Ebony magazine as one of South Africa's 20 most beautiful women. She was featured on photographer David Dodd's Portraits of South Africa's Most Beautiful Women calendar and has graced the covers of many local and African magazines. Her awards include a Duku Duku Award for Sexiest Female Personality, Duku Duku Award for Best Dressed Female, Sunday Times Elle Magazine TV Style Award, People Magazine Crystal Award for Best Actress, 3 You Spectacular Awards for Favorite Actress, Favorite Female Celebrity, and Favorite Couple with husband Shona respectively, Feather Award for Cutest Couple, and a Golden Horn Award for Best Styled Actress, among others. The queen of the small screen successfully balances her glamorous career with family life. She has been married to actor and entrepreneur Shona Ferguson for 9 years and has 2 beautiful daughters, Lesedi and Alicia. Connie's style, optimism and zest for life are what inspired the entrepreneur within her. In 2003, Connie and her husband Shona launched Connie Eyewear in partnership with KDC Opticals. And then in 2007, her first fragrance True Self was launched, followed by True Sensation in January 2010. Her eyewear range and fragrances celebrate the woman who is continually exploring the notions of independence, self-improvement and personal growth. 2010 is Connie Ferguson's year of jubilee, as it is the year in which she turned 40.
Housecons, you are 40 now, and life begins at 40. There's not much I'm going to say. I'm going to say, I wish you all the best.
Connie, you turned 40. They say life begins at 40. I can tell you that it's true. Also, this is where your life really begins.
Happy birthday, Connie. Masego a tsatsi la matsalo ke ao. Ke solofela fa o itumeletse letsatsi la gago e bile o tla itumella go kwa pele. O tsamaye sentle kwa generations re itse re wa tsamaya wa re sia re tla go gopola rona ba re buang Setswana. Fela ra tshepa re tla kopana le wena mo nakong e sa fediseng pelo. Tsamaya sentle re tla bona mo nakong e sa fediseng pelo ke dumela yalo. Tsela tshweu pula.
As we celebrate her life and achievements, there is no doubt that this phenomenal woman is just getting started. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Connie